The music drifted softly through the restaurant, but her laughter cut through it like a blade. She leaned across the table, wine glass in hand, lipstick smudged just enough to look effortless. Her friends sat nearby, eyes filled with mock concern, smirks betraying the performance they were all in on. She tilted her head with a practiced pout and delivered the final blow. Honestly? You should be thankful someone like me ever gave you the time of day. Her voice rang loud enough for the surrounding tables to hear. Then she stood up, graceful and smug, her ego towering over the half-empty glass she left behind. I didn't flinch. I didn't plead. I simply nodded, pulled out my card, paid the bill, and walked out with a calm she never expected. She thought she had just embarrassed me. But what she actually did was give me permission. There was a time, not long ago, when I would have moved mountains for her. I met her at a time when my life was in shambles, laid off from my job, grieving my father's death, barely keeping myself together. She came in like a bright spark in a dark tunnel, promising hope, warmth, and a future. She told me I had potential, encouraged me to rebuild, pushed me to dream again. And I did. I worked harder than ever, started my own business, and slowly climbed out of the pit I was in. I gave her everything. My love, my trust, my time. At first, I didn't see the cracks. They appeared subtly. Teasing jabs about my appearance, public jokes at my expense, the patronizing way her friends laughed at things that weren't funny. I laughed too, trying to be the easygoing partner. But the warmth faded. She grew cold. Her affection became mechanical. Her phone always face down, her nights out became longer, her lies more obvious. I stayed quiet, watching, connecting the dots. And when I finally saw her get into another man's car, it wasn't anger I felt. It was clarity. He was polished, wealthy, born into comfort. The exact type of man she used to ridicule. But now she wanted shortcuts. She no longer admired the man who rose from nothing. She wanted status, not substance. And I realized I had only ever been a stepping stone. So I planned. While she slept soundly, I mirrored her phone. Every conversation, every location, every deleted image. I had it all. I kept records, took screenshots, traced her spending. I quietly changed the structure of my business, moved assets, protected my earnings. While she was distracted by shopping trips and weekend getaways with her new man, I was securing my empire. She assumed the money would always be there, that she'd always have a share. She never saw the doors quietly closing around her. I bought a penthouse under a trust. I rewrote the ownerships, ended her lease, shut down every financial tie between us without her ever noticing. The night she humiliated me in that restaurant, that was her curtain call. She thought she had the last word, but I'd already made my moves. She didn't know the lease on her apartment, co-signed by me, was terminated earlier that day. She didn't know her credit card would be declined by morning. And she certainly didn't know her new partner would be caught in an embezzlement mess, because I reported it, complete with evidence showing she had funneled business funds into his pockets. But the masterpiece? An email, timed perfectly, sent to her HR department, detailing her little side hustle, complete with timestamps, screenshots, and locations that directly conflicted with her working hours. By 9:02 a.m., it was opened. By 9:15, she was escorted out of the building. I didn't pick up when the calls started. I didn't respond to the texts or voicemails. She cried. She screamed. She begged. Said she was angry, that she didn't mean it, that we could work it out. I just sipped my coffee on my balcony and watched the city stretch out beneath me. Later that day, she showed up at my building, makeup running, hair a mess, yelling my name through the intercom. She never made it inside. Security had clear instructions. I watched her break down on the monitor, pounding on the glass doors, desperate for an answer. But I didn't give her one. I never yelled, never threw things, never stooped to cruelty. I just gave her what she asked for, freedom, and took back what she never valued, my presence. She left me in a public place, thinking she'd destroyed me. But all she did was unleash the version of me who no longer begged for love, who no longer needed approval. Now she's the one surrounded by silence, wondering where it all went wrong. But I'm already gone, and sometimes, the loudest revenge is simply never returning.